We are recording. All right, so the answer for B was I equal, what was it? Originally it was 2 plus or minus a square root of, no, it was 2. 2 is square root of 7 on 2. Okay, so that was originally. But then we can see that 2 is divisible by 2, and so is 2. So then we can say, or 1 plus or minus a square root of 7. Okay, and this is what you should, this is what you should put in test. Okay? Okay, Sarah, what was the answer for this one? A equal
5 plus or minus the square root of 97
over 4. Can we simplify the square root of 97? No. Okay, so that's it. Okay, for question D. Okay, for question D, this is what we have to do. So this doesn't look like, the complete quadratic equation. Okay, so this doesn't look, the way that we have it all the time. So what we are going to do is this. So you're going to write it down again. Okay, so the original expression doesn't involve fraction. Remember, the original expression is always ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Yeah, but we are assuming that, we don't have any fraction. Visually, we don't see any fraction. Yeah. That's correct. Okay, so we're going to multiply by 2, and when you multiply by 2, you have this. So you're going to have 2a squared plus a equal 0. All right? And then we have two options. Okay, then we have two options. And then you're going to see that using the equation is going to be longer than not using the equation. Okay, so two options. If we are going to use the equation, then we should write this as 2a squared plus a, and then plus 0 equals 0. Okay, and then we have, the structure that we want. And then you say, well, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1, and c is equal to 0. All right? And then you say the formula. Okay, the formula say that a is going to be equal to, please do not get confused between this a and that a, all right? Okay, so this a is coming from here. This a is just, the coefficient a, b, and c. Okay, so a is equal to minus b, so it's going to be minus 1, and then plus or minus square root of b squared, which is 1. All right? And then minus 4 times a, which is 2, and then times 0, and then all over 4. Okay, and then from here you're going to have that a is equal to, all right, so it's going to be minus 1 plus or minus, can you see that this, what we have under the square root, that is going to be equal to 1, so we're going to have a square root of 1. Now, what is the square root of 1? 1. All right, and then all over 4. And then from here, you have two answers, so it's going to be minus 1 is going to be minus 2 over 4, so it's going to be minus a half. And the other one is going to be minus 1 plus 1, which is 0. Okay, so we got two solutions. All right, but you're going to see that using the formula is not very convenient. The proper way of doing this question, yes? Yeah. Okay, the proper way of doing this question is to do this. So you got this. And because we don't have the constant, when we don't have the constant, or when the constant is not there, then you should be very, very happy, because we can take common factor. Okay, so what is the common factor from here? A. Okay, so you do A, and then what is left? 2a plus 1. equals 0. And then you can see it, so we're going to have one solution is a equals 0, and the other one is going to be 2a plus 1 equals 0. And then this will give you the other solution, which is negative half. Can you see that it's quicker if you do it this way rather than using the formula? Yeah, okay, so that's why you've got to be careful. And with a little bit of practice and experience, you can say, okay, no, I'm not going to be using the formula because, yeah, it's more complicated. Right? Okay, so the next one. And then we need to finish this. Do you have any question from here? Are you okay? Right. Okay, question A. In question A, we have no choice, but we're going to have to expand the bracket. Okay, in question A, we have no choice, but we're going to have to expand the bracket. All right. So we're going to multiply these two factors, and we're going to do that very, very carefully. So we're going to say 2a times a is going to be equal to 2a squared. And then we multiply 2a times negative 2, that will give you minus 4a. And then we're going to multiply 1 times a, which is a. And then we're going to multiply 1 times negative 2, which is negative 2. All right, so that is your left. And then we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. Okay, so we're going to have a times 2 is 2a. And then a times negative a is negative a squared. And then negative 10 times 2 is negative 20. And finally, negative 10 times negative a is plus 10a. All right, and then we're going to put, we're going to make all that equal to 0. We're going to do a lot of stuff in our head, so we're going to say, okay, so in here we got 2a squared, and then if I move this negative a squared become plus. So that means that altogether we're going to have how many a squared? 3. Okay, so we're going to have 3a squared. Now we're going to do the a. So in here we have negative 4a, and in here we have 10. Can you see? So if you move this 10 over the other side, then become minus 10. And then together with minus 4, so we're going to have minus, minus 14, sorry. Yeah, we got a few more. All right, so let's simplify. So in here we got 12a, and in this side we have negative 6. So if you move this all together, so it's going to be minus 6 minus 12. So it's going to be minus 18. 18i. And then the numbers. So in here we have minus 20. Minus 20 together with minus 2 on the other side. So it's going to be plus 18. Okay, let's check again.
Because that's negative 3a.
So this is yeah, you're right. So this is minus 3. So the answer should be then
Negative 15a.
negative 15a. Yeah. Okay, and that equal to 0. Now, before you use the formula, see if we can simplify this. Can we simplify that? Do we have any common factor between 3, 15, and 18? 3. Okay, so if we divide through by 3, then you're going to have a squared minus 5a plus 6 equals 0. And obviously this one is easier than that one to solve. And then you use the formula. Okay, can you please now find the answer? That's correct.
You divide 0 by 3 and it just
So what we are doing, we are dividing this by 3, we divide that by 3, and we divide that by 3. Yeah. Yeah, and then if you divide 0 divided by 3, 0, still 0. Okay, now can you please tell me what the answer for this? I want the answer this time correct 2 decimal places. All right. If,
You don't need to worry about it.
or maybe we won't have any decimal because it looks like you can factorize it actually. Yeah. Anyway, okay, find the 2 solutions. I want you to do it anyway. Yeah, why not?
Do I have to use a formula or?
What do you think? What would be easier in this case? Factorize it. Okay, just factorize it then. Okay, so if you factor this, so you're gonna say a, what is it?
A minus 3 and A minus 2.
And a minus 2. So therefore we have a equal 3 and 2 as answer. All right? Okay. I believe that this is enough for you to use the formula, or more than that, I believe that you can solve any quadratic equation now. Okay, so there are some variation like this. Can you see that this doesn't look like a quadratic equation? Neither this one, but when you manipulate the whole thing, yeah, you end up having a quadratic equation. All right, now the next heading. Can you please write the next heading, which is inequations? Guys, we are still recording. Can you please pause it?